Hey guys, what's going on? Joshua Elder here. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to do a quick ClickBank tutorial for you beginners out there, those of you that are brand new to the channel. This could also apply to those of you that are, kind of experienced and you want to maybe take your game to the next level. I'm sure you're going to find some value in this video. So we're going to cover a 5-step process. It's going to help you get started and to help you make your first sale as a beginner with the ClickBank marketplace. That's my sole purpose. That's my sole outcome. That's my sole goal with this video, is by the end of watching it, you should be able to have the ammunition to go out there and create your first sale in the next few days or even the next few hours using and leveraging ClickBank. So if you're here for the first time, welcome. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel, and everyone, please like this video because we're just going to overload you with tons and tons of value. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into the content. Now, before we get into the how-to stuff, you guys can see that I'm here logged into my back office, and the principles that I'm going to teach you within this video have allowed me to make as much as you can see here, up to $4,000, nearly $4,000, exactly $3,582.08, as you can see right here, ending the 15th of May. But you guys can see consistently right now, I'm averaging between, $200 all the way up to about $350 on a daily basis. And this is just one of my accounts, and total sales for the month in this specific account you can see is $27,256.28. So imagine bringing in $27,000 a month in sales inside of your business every single month like clockwork. So if you're pumped as much as I am for me to deliver this information to you, because my goal is to help you break through, I want you to leave this video with actionable steps and make sure that you do take action on what I'm teaching here, because it can change and transform your life like it has for me. I went from being broke, busted, $20,000 in debt, working retail jewelry as a college dropout for 8 years, to plugging into this online marketing world, having zero knowledge. And now I've been able to quit my job, travel the world, and my passion is to teach other people like you how to do the same thing. So with that said, let's go ahead and let's dive straight here into the content with step number 1. The first thing that we're going to need to do is we're going to need to create a ClickBank account. So you're going to jump over here to clickbank.com. This isn't going to cost you a dime whatsoever. You're going to need to click on create account once you're at clickbank.com. And you're just going to fill out these minor details right here, follow the step-by-step instructions. And by the way, I think it's been 20 years now, ClickBank has been paying on time like clockwork every single week. I've actually set up direct deposit to have my checks delivered straight into my bank account on a weekly basis. You guys can see if I go to the reporting section here and I go to my paychecks, you guys can see in 2018, I've really kind of gone heavy when it comes to ClickBank marketing. Last year, I didn't do a whole lot of ClickBank marketing. I was promoting in other affiliate marketplaces and promoting other offers. But really, in the past few months, I've really kind of switched my attention to ClickBank. And you guys can see the period ending 5/16/2018, $2,609.37 was paid out. 5/9, $1,318, 5/2, $449, 4/25, $1,109, and so on and so forth. We jump down here to 3/21, $3,830, which is a big payout. This was one of my biggest payouts too as well on 2/28, I believe. So you guys can see that, these are, payouts that I'm getting on a weekly basis. They're being paid on time. They're going directly into my bank account, and ClickBank hasn't missed a payment. And they're one of the few affiliate marketplaces out there, digital marketplaces that are very well known and have been paying people out on time for the past 20 years. So you can guarantee that when you sign up for a ClickBank account, make sure that when you fill out your banking information, it's accurate. You've got your address accurate here, so you know where your checks are going to be sent to when you're paid, that it's being sent to your actual location of where you live. or maybe you use a PO box, whatever it is, make sure you fill out this information correctly. So with that said, after you're done setting that up, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to sign in for the first time. And you can just do that by, I'm just going to log out. You can go to the home page. Let me just go back to clickbank.com to make this easy for everybody. And you're going to click on log in. And you set up an account nickname when you first created your account. You're going to enter that in right here with your password. And then you're going to click log in. It's going to take you to this page. Hopefully in the next few weeks, your accounts will start looking like this. And by the way, guys, this is no guarantee of income. As a disclaimer, I can't guarantee that you're going to get the results that I'm getting here. All I'm doing is I'm laying out what I've been able to sort of implement to create success in my business, and I'm just passing that information down to you. So what you do with it is completely and entirely up to you. But again, this is no guarantee of income. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the marketplace once you log in for the first time. And you've got tons and tons of categories here, from arts and entertainment all the way down to sports and travel. Let me give you some tips here really quickly. Let me pull this back up. The most profitable markets to go into are going to be any one of these three markets, the health, wealth, or relationships markets. So when you're thinking about a market to go into and a product to promote, I would recommend, if you're getting started, to pick one of these three markets. Why? Because there's tons and tons of money being made in each of these markets. These are also markets where it's not like you sell one product and that individual's problems are solved and there's no more need of that individual in that specific market. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go for markets that not just have one need, but have multiple needs. For example, if somebody wants to lose weight, they get a product on how to lose weight, then they lose weight, and then they probably want to put on some muscle. So then maybe they'll buy another product on how to build muscle. And plus there's other little diet hacks too, in conjunction with just in the weight loss market, like from the keto diet to the intermittent fasting diet to South Beach diet to these lemonade diets and these yo-yo diets. And I mean, there's so many different diets out there that you could be promoting to people, to where they're not just going to buy one program that teaches one diet, but they'll buy, additional programs as well. And then you got supplements that they'll buy, and so on and so forth. So there's many products that can be sold in each of these three markets. And that's why I would recommend that you go into one of these markets. In this example, we're actually going to use the wealth market, which is number 2 here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to e-business and e-marketing. And you guys can see that you can earn on each of these offers. For example, this top offer here, you can earn $75.40 here on average from promoting this offer, right? So each of these vendors are going to pay you a percentage of the commission, a percentage of the actual sell, right? So what's so great about affiliate marketing is you don't have to worry about fulfillment of the product. You don't have to worry about creating the product. You don't have to worry about the sales material. You don't have to worry about customer service. You don't have to worry about merchant processing or any of that stuff. All you need to do is send people to a high converting landing page, aka a sales page, which looks something like this, right? And when somebody buys, for example, after a few minutes, it looks like it pops up right here. Typically, it takes a couple of minutes for a buy button to pop up, but it looks like it does that instantly on this page. But what would happen is when you send people to this specific page right here and they click on this button and they buy, right? They fill out their information here and they buy, you're going to get a cut of the commission from the $47 here. Okay, in this case, you're going to get exactly 57% commission. That's what this average sell amount means right here. Okay, so you want to look at the average amount that you're going to make, and then you want to look at the average percent of commissions that you're going to make of the total price of the product. So here in this case, again, 57%. And the last thing you want to look at is the gravity. If you're getting started out, I would recommend that you pick a product that has at least a gravity of 50 or above. that's going to tell you that it's a product that sells really, really well. And then what you would do, and I actually left this out of the instructions. Let me just jump back here first. You're going to grab your affiliate link, okay? Now, an affiliate link is a custom link that's created on your behalf, and you're the only person in the whole entire world that owns that link. That's a link that has a unique code attached to it, so when you share it on the internet, somebody clicks on that link and they buy a product, that sell is tracked back to you through that unique affiliate link, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to click promote, for example, on the CB University product. We would click promote, and we would enter our account nickname right here. Tracking ID is going to be your traffic source. So if your traffic source, for example, is Facebook, then maybe you'd put FB here, okay? If it was YouTube, you put YT. If it was Twitter, you would put maybe TW. So you can see right here, I actually selected YT and accidentally pressed enter. Then you can see that YT is actually at the end of this big, long affiliate link right here. So again, let me go back and show you that real quickly once again. So the tracking link, we put our nickname right here. We put our tracking link, or our tracking ID, right here, which would be YT if it was YouTube in this case. And then you would copy this link right here, and you can go out there and share this link on YouTube. Now in this example, we're actually going to use a traffic source that's very beginner friendly, okay? A lot of beginners, they're getting started in this industry. You don't want to just go out there and create videos. You don't want to start putting your face out there on social media and Facebook. Listen, I get it. And so what I want to do is I want to show you a beginner method. This is a beginner video to where you can start generating traffic, start generating leads. Traffic would be visitors to your website. Leads would be people on your email list, which we're going to talk a little bit about that in this video. And then we want those leads to eventually at some point turn into sales. So my goal is for your first campaign that you run, your first Clickbank product that you sell, that you create at least one sell, okay? That's my goal within this video. So what we're going to do is we're going to save that. You're going to want to take this little link, go back to this little notepad here, and I'm going to paste that link right here, okay? So we're going to save that link. And then the next thing that we want to do is we want to set up our funnel, okay? Now, a funnel is basically, let me jump over here and I'll show you kind of what this funnel looks like. But a funnel is basically a set of web pages, okay? And it could be a set of 2 web pages, a set of 5 web pages, a set of 10 web pages, you know, so on and so forth. So instead of sending people straight to the offer, like instead of sending people straight here, that's what most people do. And this is the mistake that most people make, is they're sending people straight to the sales page of the offer. Here's a problem with that. It takes at least 5 to 7 exposures to an offer before somebody decides to make a buying decision. Why? Well, they're skeptic. They don't know a whole lot about you. They might not know a whole lot about the offer. They don't know if it's for them. And so they really need to be sold, right? You really need to bridge the gap between what their problem is and show them that this specific product is the solution to their problem. And you can really do that through selling without selling, which I talk about in some other videos. And the way that you do that really is through giving people value. It's selling through value. It's showing people a process such as this, showing people that, for example, you're looking to make money online, and I'm showing you guys that it's possible, and I'm also showing you guys that it works. So if you could take your product and show people that product in action and the fact that that product works and it's going to help them achieve end result, then they will buy from you, right? So that's sort of the process that you want to walk people through. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself because you don't need to worry about that quite yet, but I want to make sure that this is making sense to you. Okay. So instead of sending people straight to here, what you want to do is you want to include a page that's in front of this page right here. That page is called a capture page. Okay. It's also called a squeeze page or an opt-in page. And the whole purpose of this page is to simply tell people, entice people, in other words, to fill out their name and email address. Okay. So what do we do to entice people to fill out their name and email address? Well, we have to give something away for free, right? So this headline right here, this is considered a headline. It says how to start earning $500 to $3,000 per day starting today. So basically, what am I giving away for free? Well, I'm going to show people how to start earning anywhere between $500 to $3,000 per day. So this is kind of a blind opt-in. They don't know if they're getting a video, an audio, a PDF, but they know I'm going to show them how to start earning, $500 to $3,000 per day. And then they'll click the yes, I want instant access. They're going to enter their email address right here. They're going to click here to get it access now. And once they do that, what will happen is that email will be put on a list, aka an autoresponder email list, okay, using an autoresponder service. So what most people don't get is they don't understand automation and leverage of their business, because I do get a lot of people that email me and they say, Josh, I know this is an automated email. Like, I hope I get a reply from you. And that's great because you want to have that personal connection. But if you're that person that's like hates automated emails, you have to understand that those emails work. People wouldn't send you automated emails if they didn't work. And so this is where the automation really comes into play. When somebody enters their email address, they're added to an autoresponder. This is an autoresponder called Get Response right here. And this is one of the autoresponders that I use. I have other autoresponders that I test with, but I've used this autoresponder for like the past 5 years. And what will happen is when somebody enters their name and email address, it's going to show up right here. It's going to show up as a lead. Okay. And then I can actually go to my contacts and I can search contacts. And you can see that this autoresponder service has logged exactly 44,442 leads, but 2,064 are active. So right now I could actually email 2,064 people that filled out information on a page or a similar page that looks like this. So this is where you guys can really send out one email to a large group of people and make $500, $3,000, $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, even $100,000 overnight from one email. And that's why it's important to build an email list, because we talked about those 5 to 7 exposures before somebody decides to buy. What we want to do is we want to follow up with them through email autoresponder sequences to where we can build a relationship, get closer with our potential customer, and get them to a point where we've bridged that gap to what their problem is and the fact that the product that we're offering is the solution. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to set up your first campaign with 3 autoresponder emails. So you can see in this case, this would be autoresponder 1. This would be autoresponder 2. And this would be autoresponder 3. So what's going to happen is when somebody signs up to this page initially, they're going to receive email 1. Okay? And the exact same time that they signed up, tomorrow, they're going to receive email 2. And then so on and so forth. Email 3 on day number 2. Okay, so typically I just send out 3 follow-up emails. And then after that, I use what's called broadcast emails. And broadcast emails aren't automated. They're just emails that I might decide to send out and write myself, tomorrow morning, Tuesday afternoon, pretty much any day of the week that I want to. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm using 3 autoresponder emails that I'm typically emailing right around 3 or 4 times a week, giving value and then selling. So it would be, here's kind of the sequence that I would follow. After the 3 autoresponder emails, I would give them value, and then I would give them value again, and then I would sell. And then I would give them value, I would give them value, I would sell. I would give them value, I would give them value, and then I would sell, so on and so forth. So what a lot of people tend to do is they try and just straight sell. They slam people with an affiliate link. They spam, their followers, their subscribers. And what you don't realize is these subscribers, more often than not, they've bought stuff in the past. They're on other people's email list. And so what you want to do is you want to find out, how can I separate myself from the masses and do what most people aren't doing? And that's just giving people true, authentic value. Lead with value, right? And then sell on the back end. Okay. Again, I'm giving you guys a lot of information here. Now, most of this stuff to get your first sale, you're not going to really need to know, but at some point after you do make your first sale and you want to scale up, this stuff you definitely will need to know. So up to this point, I kind of jumped ahead of myself. We created a Clickbank account. We selected a product. We set up our funnel. Okay. And by the way, I'm using a funnel software called ClickFunnels. Okay. You can get a free 14-day trial. I will leave that in the description below. So if you don't want to be that newbie, if you don't want to be that person that makes the same mistake that I made when I first got started, which was sending visitors straight to this page. Because if people click off, guess what? You just spent money on that traffic, on those visitors, and you just lost these visitors. So that's why it's imperative. It's so important. If I could drill one thing home to you, is to send people to one of these opt-in pages before you send them to this page right here. Okay? So you guys can see that I'm actually split testing 2 different opt-in pages right here. Okay? So when somebody goes to my link, what's really cool about this is sometimes this page will show up, and then sometimes this page will show up. So I've got 2 different versions of this page because I want to find out which one is converting better. Because if I can find out which one is converting better fairly quickly, I can save money on ad costs, right? I'll get higher conversions, which will lead to higher sales on the back end, right? So I can see, if I go to my stats over here, you can see that my control, which is actually this one right here, this is converting at 36%, while this one is converting right here. This one's converting at 54%. Now the difference between visitors, this one has 2,506 visitors. This one has 5,915. So I'm going to wait until this one gets roughly right around 5,000 to determine what the winner is. But it seems as though this one is winning with a 54% conversion rate. Anything over 30% is actually really, really good. So one of the principles I want to teach you here is to always be testing. Test every single part of your sales process. Now, with that being said, now that we've acknowledged the first 5 or the first 4 steps here, what we want to do now is we want to get our first sale. We want to drive traffic, right? I'll tell you what, it's one of the hardest things to do, to type and talk. So we want to help you get your first sale. And there's different ways that you can do this. You can post on social media. You can post on Facebook. You can post on YouTube. You can post on Twitter. You can post on Instagram. I'm going to assume that most of you guys probably don't have a following on Facebook. You don't have an audience. Maybe you have a large Facebook friends list. Maybe you have a small one. I don't know. I'm going to assume that you're completely green and that you have no assets that you can dip into whatsoever. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a website that will give you instant traffic. You can go there and get instant traffic right after watching this video, following this 5-step process, picking a Clickbank product, right? Picking a traffic vendor and having that vendor send you website visitors to your capture page, right? To a page that looks like this, and then to an offer like this, so you can turn leads into buyers, build an email list, follow up that email list, and hopefully even get some sales on the front end. So the website is called udemy.com, and I will post a link in the description. That will be my affiliate link. Up to you if you want to sign up through my affiliate link. It is free to sign up. But you can go to, once you get logged in, you can go to solo deals right here. And these are called solo ads, okay? I'm going to tell you, solo ads aren't my number one recommendation, but for somebody that's new, that wants to build confidence, that wants to create success in this business, I believe that this is the fastest way that they can create their first result and then use that result to build off of and create more success, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to click on solo deals, and you can see that this is all sorted by quality of vendor, right? Because there's a lot of spammy, scammy solo ad vendors that send you just terrible traffic. Now, what is a solo ad? Real quick. A solo ad is just simply an ad that goes out to somebody else's email list. So you're kind of renting a portion of their email list, okay? And that vendor is allowing you to email to their list and take a segment of their list over to your list, okay? Now, one of the problems that I see with solo ads is there's a lot of people sharing the same list around the internet. And so you have to know what you're doing when it comes to standing head and shoulders above everybody else. You've got to have refreshing content. Your copywriting needs to be on point. And what's so great about these solo ad vendors is, when I mean copywriting, I mean like selling with words. What they'll do is they will actually write email copy for you, so you don't have to worry about writing any of your own email copy. And once they do write that email will go out to their own list. And then when somebody opens up that email and they click the link in that email, they'll come to a landing page here. They'll enter their name and email address. They'll be put now on your list, and then they'll be exposed to a product. Okay? That's the way that it works. So for example, if I click on this first one here, you can see that Kevin Hansen has 840 thumbs up and only 3 thumbs down. 33% of people that buy from him report sales, so that's not too bad at all. He's got 7 years of experience, highest in customer care. Let's see. You want to make sure that most of the traffic is from tier 1 countries, and tier 1 would be like the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand. And then you have tier 2 countries, which are not as high quality of traffic. And then you have tier 3 countries, which is like the worst kind of traffic. So you want to make sure that if you're getting traffic, that at least 90% or higher, I would probably say 90 to 95% is from tier 1 countries, because you want high quality traffic. You want buyers, most importantly. Okay. And the goal here is to get a few sales on the front end, so you can either break even or make some money. Now, if you lose a little bit of money, don't worry about it, because sometimes the fortune is in the follow-up. It's in following up with those people, okay? But the idea here for you guys, and to remain transparent, is to help you guys get your first sell, okay? As a beginner, you need confidence. You need to see that this works. You need to see that this isn't some pie-in-the-sky stuff, right? And that's what I want to prove to you with solo ads. And you can pay anywhere, you can actually take this little scroll here, and you can go up all the way up. If you want like 550 visitors, it's going to cost you $240, right? If you want 100 visitors, it's going to cost you $46. So what I would recommend is to test maybe 2 or 3 vendors and spend anywhere between, $100 to maybe $150 with each of those vendors, and use the same, capture pages, use sell the same product, and kind of see which, vendor is converting the best for you for that specific product. Again, I would pick 2 to 3 vendors, test. an offer with these 3 vendors. And don't just go for like cheap clicks. That's what a lot of people will do. You can see right here, like this guy charges 70 cents per click. This guy charges 43 cents. What we want to do is we don't just want to go for the person that's going to charge us the least, because a lot of times you get what you pay for. Okay, so I would go for, number 1, quality reviews. Okay, and then from those reviews, I would determine, okay, how many buyers are they producing? I think anything above 30% is pretty dang good to go with. And so use those credentials to pick 2 to 3 different ad vendors, purchase some traffic. Don't be afraid to spend some money. You're going to have to do that in this industry. But this is, bar none, the quickest way to make your first sell on the internet. So with that said, if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And also, if you want to learn all this stuff in complete detail, right? Success lies in the details. If some of this stuff kind of went over your head or didn't make sense to you, I hope it did. But just in case it didn't, there's going to be a link in the description below. It's my top recommended program for building an online business from scratch. It's going to show you in complete and utter detail how to build an online business from scratch as a newbie, or even take your current business to the next level. So with that said, this is Josh Elder signing off. We'll see you in the next video.